Hello, my name is Kafui Dey. My guest is Camidoh, a multi-talented Ghanaian musician redefining the African sound. Before the conversation, you need to hear this. If you send money back home to Ghana, Lemfi is the app to use to send money from UK, Canada, Europe, or the US straight to Ghana with zero transfer fees. You can send directly to bank accounts or Momo, and your people back home receive it within minutes. The exchange rates are competitive, and the app is secure and safe to use. And here's a bonus. When you sign up and use my referral code Kafui, you get cash back on your first qualifying transfer. Plus, every time you send money, you earn reward points you can use to transact later. Download the Lemfi app now and use my code Kafui when you sign up. A message from our sponsor. Queuing for your favorite wache, we can accept it. If there's one thing that Ghanaians can relate with, it's queuing. Queuing for trotro, we can accept it. We adjust. We survive. In fact, if queuing was an Olympic sport, we would win gold. But one thing we can't accept, it's queuing to swap your MTN SIM. Swap your MTN SIM yourself in minutes. Visit the My MTN app or dial *1333# to get this done ASAP. No more standing, no more sweating, no more who be the last person. Do it yourself. Simply swap it everywhere you go. And now back to the conversation. Camidoh, what happened?
Blessings.
Yeah?
Blessings.
All good?
Blessings. I'm fine, thank you.
Charlie, what's new in your space these days?
So much, man. So much relaxation. You know, relaxation, taking my time, patience, God, you know. Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you relax?
I don't want to say movies, but I mean, lately I've just been like hanging out with my brothers and just relaxed. Basically having conversations, discussing whatever matters like in the game.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
yeah, and laughing out loud.
It be so.
Yeah.
What's that like for you? I mean, is this regular or?
I used to be so focused. Like, you know, I used to be too focused. I think that's the word. You know, then you go put yourself too much into something where it's like the turbulence go to ship you because if the thing don't go well, you know, you the shake, you know, so you're like anxiety and all of that. But I realized that, look, life day and we for just relax and do them. So
It be so.
Yeah.
When that realization come around?
I think early 2025. Not early, sorry, late 2025. Yeah, early 2026, basically like realizing that, bro, everything that I wanted to do in 2024, it's almost like God intentionally delayed it.
Okay.
You know, because it's like, because I've given you this, and now all your belief is in this. You know, so I have to take it away from. It's like taking toys away from the kids. So they you know, they focus on the most important things: wake up, pray, you know, eat breakfast, you know, hang out in the living room, watch TV with your siblings. You know what I mean? So it's like you take their iPad away from them and give it to them only on weekends. You know, I think that was the kind of settings that God had with me, and basically just taking me away from like the spotlight and making me sink in. So it's like it's okay to be a family man and be home, you know, and still have a career. Yes. So I think that was really realizing that I think I had a lot of peace.
Okay.
It gave me a lot of peace. Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were the warlike situations?
Say again?
I mean, now it's peace, but
Yes.
what was the war?
That's what I'm saying. Like it was really like me being in my head so much, you know, constantly. So it comes across as you are always fighting with your people, you know, because like, yo, I told you this has to be done, and what's up, you know?
Lots of stress.
That's what goes on every now and then. So it's like, I sat back and I was like very introspective, realizing that you are losing your own people in the name of achieving your goals.
Yeah.
That makes you very selfish.
Yes.
You know, so I had to really like simmer down. Like I had to really like just turn off the engine and, you know, we have time. Like we are not running anywhere, you know, so long as we're alive. Even if it takes 3 years, we'll achieve it. And in that energy, it feels really, we all feel proud, but not achieving and only you feeling happy, and then the rest of the people are like behind them like, Ejimole, and you know. Yeah, so I had to really like look out for my people as well. So that's, I believe that's what the warlike, you know, time was like. Yeah.
What's it like being part of this industry that you're in?
Right now, I kind of like feel like I'm just a portion. I don't know. I'm just a piece of the puzzle, you know. And for my importance to be realized, I need to do things in my own time. That's how I feel. It's like everyone is battling for the spot, you know. But really and truly, I believe I have a major spot and I don't need to rush it, you know. If the president don't come into like the gathering, you know, everyone else is murmuring and chatting until the president walks in.
And then everything
everything
sharp.
Quiet and everything starts.
Yes.
So that's how I started to see myself, you know, and I realized it made me feel important, blessed, not arrogant, I believe, but like it made me feel blessed, you know, just seeing the bigger picture, knowing that, look, you have a role to play, you know. One good friend of mine, he said, look, it's been so many years in Ghanaian music, and it took you to come and flip open the chapter of 100 million on YouTube. That is amazing, you know. And I had to take my time to reflect on that statement. It had to take you to come flip open that chapter, you know, so you are blessed. And that's all that matters, you know, so that's how I see myself in the industry.
100 million on YouTube?
Yes.
Is that the views?
Yes.
Wow.
Right now we're even 145.
This is like all your songs?
No, basically just Sugarcane.
100 million plus?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful thing.
What's the origin of that song? I mean, Fofung.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fofung, basically, yeah, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And to think of the fact that I was really in a very dark spot when I made that song, that also counts in me relaxing, like, you know, taking my time.
Describe how dark.
Because it's like I was doing everything and it wasn't working, you know. Everybody that we speak to or we would speak to in the industry would be like, you know, he's good, but, you know, there's something missing. You know, it's like we're sitting with like a PR, you know, person. It's like, what do we do? I think he needs to do something a bit negative, or I think he needs to, you know, there's always all of these things that I feel like it doesn't have to be like that. You know, so it kind of like pushes you into a corner, making you feel like, really and truly, is it just mediocrity that's gonna be like? Because you see someone do something, you know, mediocre, and that gets a lot of like applause and everyone's talking about it, and it's like, why? You know, I remember we had released a song featuring Kwesiata, Dance With You, and nothing was happening, you know. So it was around that time that a friend of mine called me into a session with Patoranking, and I went there and I met this Nigerian producer called Phantom, and we decided to link up, you know. Yes. Went to his apartment. Even the first day when I met him, like, the vibe was not there, because I believe the mood that I felt when I got there was like, you know, I've been doing this, man, like, no stress. Like, I've been doing this and nothing really comes out. It's like I meet everybody and we're making records and it's like, you know, so no stress.
Were you close to giving up?
I wasn't close to giving up. I was just like tired of not figuring it out, you know, but I was willing to go the extra mile, you know. So I said, you know what? After all, like, it's not costing me anything to do this. Let me just go. So I went the next day again. And guess what? I bought wache. I bought some fruits. I'm like, you know, let's be eating, as he's Nigerian. So if he's having wache, maybe I like, you know. Yeah, so we just, and for some reason, we made Sugarcane. I came back home and told Hova, bro, this song has to come out. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person who would go with the rules and be like, you know, okay, we've released this, so let's wait another 3-4 months. Let's do this before we release. I'm like, nah, none of that is necessary. Let's go.
So you
And we just put it out. And even when we put the Sugarcane song out, it was like, at that era was when dance challenges, were up. Everyone was like dancing. So all the dances became super important, and you had to pay them. And someone would tell you, oh, one post is this, one post is that. It was a bit hectic. So I said to myself, I'll develop the dance myself.
That's it.
And so it's like going with my own flow gave me 100 million plus, made me pay off my debts and all of that. So I believe really it's all the hand of God. We just have to allow ourselves to move, like to be driven by, the spirit, and we will achieve like marvelous stuff. Yeah.
Was the song already bubbling in your head?
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
I don't really, when I was young, I used to do stuff like that. I would have a song, brewing in my head, and then I'll say, I really want to make this, I'll go and make it. Nowadays, I just walk into my studio, and like any producer that's here, play me a beat, I'm like, yeah, start, let's record. And I just go with the flow and make it.
So Sugarcane, I'm trying to kind of work out the processes before it became Sugarcane that we hear. So what was the first thing? Was it a hook? Was there a line? Was there an inspiration from somewhere? Were you chewing Sugarcane?
Well, no, I wasn't chewing Sugarcane, but it's like, I don't know, some way, somehow, the first line just comes. It's like, Sugarcane, sweet but girl, your love is sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah, that came.
All right.
Sobolo juice mixed with a little ginger. And I'm big on rhymes.
Okay.
I'm big on rhymes. Like, I always constantly ensure that, my rhymes are in there.
Yeah, it helps us to remember also.
Basically, So, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, man, like, it's just there waiting for me to, like, spit out. So, yeah.
And how long did it take for you to put it down?
2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours, tops. 2 hours. Yeah. When the song, like Phony, I made Phony, I think same thing. Like when the song is like, I don't know, a dodolia is like it's at your fingertips. So it's like you don't have to do much.
No.
For example, if I tell SK like, SK, we need to design something like this. Some of the things is like he's done this too many times, way too many times that he knows that, bro, I'm just gonna take 30 minutes and brush, and then
I'm done.
Export and it's done.
Okay.
So that was the kind of energy I had with Sugarcane, and then I just like 2 hours tops.
Okay.
Finished it.
So the song is ready. What do you think? Should we do a video, or let's just? What was the process?
Yeah. So when I played it to the guys, everyone was like, there's another good song that's gonna be sitting in the basket. Like that's how we felt. So I think I called one of my boys, Gardner, and I was like, yo, can you come to my house with a camera? Let's shoot something. And yeah, basically sat in there, chairs outside, whatever. And then I said, shoot this way, shoot that way, let's do this. We finished, edited it. I'm like, put the lyrics down there.
Yes.
Boom. And then I sent it out. And then I remember there was, I don't want to mention nobody's name, but like there was this TV channels, and I was sending it to them. I was like, that was the era of visualizers, where Nigerians started pushing visualizers on YouTube. So it's like, if you don't have the big budget, you just shoot something simple and call it a visualizer. So yeah, we did that and, sent it out, and the TV stations would be like, the feedback would be like, oh, we don't play visualizers. Oh, we don't play, oh no, if it's a music video, the standard. I'm like, okay, cool. So I started going the TikTok route.
That's it.
And then for some reason, someone calls me, hey, did they play your video for this channel? I'm like, me now. Nobody supposed to say they know they play visualizer.
Now that they play them.
So scared. So it's like, bro, really, like my mentality changed. Everything changed. Like, I don't like people even telling me, oh, don't tell me that.
No.
Don't. Because if really and truly this can happen, that means that just go with the flow.
So TikTok was a big role?
TikTok came. And then I called a couple friends. I was like, let's do the dance. The first day that I developed the dance, I went around Accra shooting we shot about 3-4 times, different, contents, and boom. And every day, I was the content guy, every single day. If I'm just wearing something that looks good, camera in front of me, boom. And I was just doing that and doing that. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, I'm telling you, but I was just having fun with it. I was into the music. That was it.
And when did you know the thing had blown up? When was the first time you had an inkling that, hey, Charlie, this is not the normal vibe?
So everyone started like, I could see that anytime I posted, the views would just shoot up like 10K, 11, come back again, 15K, 20K. So it's like every post was getting the K views, and I was like, I think we need to shoot a main video. Called the director, we sat there, negotiated the price, went in there, shot the video started going, everyone was loving it, everyone was like, it happened like a miracle, but it took a step. It took us to take a step or a leap of faith to say, let's go. Because no businessman feels really like, not every businessman will feel really like motivated to do the next one if the previous 5 was a loss.
Yes.
So it would take that spirit of, never stop to like, and everything just started taking off like that. Guess what? Even when we did the Glitch live session, it is currently the biggest Glitch live session on their platform. So I believe there's no borders, like really and truly. Being in our head pulls us back a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What surprised you about Sugarcane?
What surprised me would be the Glitch. Because guess what? We were in Nigeria and we had done the video, the shoot and everything, and we're waiting for like the edited version. And then I was in my room and George calls out to me and says, come see, come watch, the final thing is ready. I watched it and I'm like, why did you have to put auto-tune on my voice? No. We have to give them the authentic Camidoh. We have to, why did you have to, like, I was like, nah, you know what, take it back, let them take it out. I don't want those auto-tunes and all. And George was like, I think it's done. I think it's good. Like, you're just in your head, let it go. Because they've uploaded it on YouTube. Let's just watch it and let it flow.
That's it.
And I had to, and paying heed to that advice also was another opening. Because guess what? That became the biggest. It was moving. I was in Abu Dhabi, and the owner of the clubs that I was performing in, he said, enough of the original. Let's perform the Glitch. Everyone in the club. So the video was playing on the big screens in the club, and they were all jamming to me performing alongside the Glitch session. That was a big surprise too. That was a big surprise. Everything really was a miracle.
big surprise. Miracle.
Yeah.
And then the remix started coming in.
Took it out to the next level.
King Promise?
King Promise.
That's the Ghana side.
Ghana, that's
Mayokun,
Nigeria.
The Nigerian side, and then Daku, UK,
who's also Nigerian, but like more representing, the UK and all of that. So it was, it cut across. The song took over. Guess what? When we shot the remix video, I was, I say this all the time. Anxiety is my good friend, So we were sitting in the couch, and we had uploaded the video, and I was right there watching in the night. I'll refresh it, and it's like, why is it my eye they pay me? From 10K, it goes to like 12K in like 5 minutes.
Boom, like that.
Again, and it's like 15, 20. Like, I'm telling you, in minutes,
it just a fact.
The update was crazy. I'm like, a joker myself, like, because it's like,
magic.
Which kind of juju be this? It no makes sense to me, myself.
Yeah.
It don't make sense. It never feel. So I called my brother, I was like, come down. Come and see. Come.
Something they happen.
Refresher.
Make they do it.
Refresher and see something. So that was like, it was really surprising.
Yeah.
And we were just refreshing, and views was just like, I'm like, I think we are going 1 million in the morning. By morning, boom.
1 million.
God damn. Like, it was so crazy. It was really, everything in that season was just a blessing, and finding out that people whom we would call for help, and it's like, oh, they'll give you excuses. Like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, Charlie, you be the man of the season. Or that's crazy.
What was your reflection when that was happening?
Bro,
from the naysayers to the yay-sayers.
I was going with the flow, man. I was going with the flow. I wasn't even like, I was loving everybody. I was opening up my heart to everybody. I was just like being grateful to everybody, yeah.
What does YouTube do when you cross 100 million? Do they call you up and say, hey?
I believe too many people have had that, so it's not really a big deal. It was only a big deal because maybe like no one had really, had that number in Ghana. So yeah, it was just a big deal because it was Ghana, like it was our first time. But I don't think it's a big deal.
It's a crazy number though.
It is a crazy number. I'm not gonna lie. and I'm thankful, I'm thankful.
Do you think Sugarcane freed you or it trapped you?
I cannot say it trapped me, man. It freed me, it opened the doors to the next chapter, and finding out that there are so many chapters, So like crossing this milestone was amazing. It allowed the world to see me and have a taste of like what I have. I've always like seen myself as Burna Boy and beyond, because it took time. We back in school, we were listening to Burna Boy, and we all thought that he had amazing talent and the world should have been seeing him from that time. But it took time. I remember like there was a Ghanaian show he had where no one pulled up to the venue, and everyone was talking about it and making fun of him. People like myself and Neptunes, we would share earpiece, and listen to his music walking down the street. So it was that kind of inspiration I was drawing. I was like, people not catching up to my talent is not a problem, but like very soon the world is gonna see me. So I just feel like Sugarcane gave them a bite of it. I now have to like prepare myself and shoot again and touch the skies, So I believe Sugarcane was just a tip of the iceberg. Yes.
Is it a song that you have to perform anytime you hit the stage?
I don't.
Do they call for it all the time?
Everybody calls
They always
for it.
call for it.
Sometimes I'm promoting a new song and it's like, oh, let's start with Sugarcane. And I'm like, are you crazy? Like, what is Sugarcane done to you guys? Allow the guy to like perform, the new records.
But you were hitting refresh and the thing was going up in 2K, 4K.
God.
It's a big song, man.
It's a big song. And I had to just like learn to allow myself to like, enjoy the moments, So yeah, that's what it was. I mean, I love to perform it, but I just don't like people to make my whole life about Sugarcane.
Yeah. So is there a fear you have that you may be defined by that one song?
I used to have that fear. I think every creative, when they in the beginning would have a fear like that when they cross a certain milestone, and then they are scared that they may not be able to repeat or do it again. And I think I did have that fear. I remember when I did Adole as well. We went into Nigeria, visited a couple, people. I think we were in the studio with Kiss Daniel and we had done the remix for Adole. He had done the verse, For some reason, that verse did not get cleared and it didn't even like come to us, We spoke on the phone. He called me, I was like, this song is bad. He played the verse to me and it was nice. I was happy, I was thinking we're going to repeat that whole thing again of doing the Ghana Nigerian remix. That would be like super, because he was really like, his verse was really amazing. But it didn't happen, and I had to learn that, man, go and come another day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is there pressure to top Sugarcane?
Not anymore.
No.
Not
in
anymore.
the past there was?
There was.
Okay.
Yes, not anymore. I don't think I have that worry anymore. Like, I'm very chill right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I give my best to every song. Just give your best to every song. Whatever it's going to turn out to be, that's not my place to say, I just have to give my best to every song and let them, do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into a time machine and now travel all the way back.
Let's go.
Into the past.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, some of your earliest memories in life as a child, what would they be?
Earliest memories would be, there's this photo of me holding my mom's hand away from a man, a colleague teacher who came to visit. I was like, no, don't hold my mother's hand. I was really protective of my mom because she really is monumental in my life, so I didn't allow anyone to come between me and my mom. Yes, that was the energy. One of the memories that sticks,
How old were you at that time?
I don't think I was even like 3, 4. I think I was 4 years.
4 years
maybe.
old. Okay.
Maybe 4 years.
All right.
Because I could speak, I could cry, I could, basically like know what was going on. Yeah.
Where were you born though?
I was born in Keta.
Okay.
Sorry, I was born in Aflau. Right, I was born in Aflau, and I stayed in Keta with my auntie. Like, it was very. I stayed there more. I think when I was about 6, 7, I guess. Then I totally moved to Ho.
But what was Aflao like? Do you have any memories of Aflao?
Yeah, the memories that I had of Aflao when I was young would be myself, my big brother, cousins. We all came there very often. You know, we all came there. I realized we all gathered, and it's like in the evening, there's not really light. So it's like the moonlight, and we're just playing in the sand. I believe that's what really like made me love the beach so much.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite place to be right now is the beach. You know, so I love playing in the sun and the cool breeze in the night. And after eating, and we tie cloth around our necks.
The collar.
And, you know, it's so fun. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't allow us to go to the seaside. You know, our house was in between. In Keta, our house was in between the lagoon and the sea.
Yes.
You know, so we would just play, and unless my big cousin was going to the seaside, we wouldn't be allowed to go there. That was like one beautiful memory. That was like,
Keta was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Today, I love it, you know, because the beach is literally the cleanest.
It is. Very clean.
In Ghana.
When you were in Aflawe, were you going over the border to Lome?
One time, I did one time, and that one, my mom like held my hand, because at that time, people were really crossing the border.
Yes.
It's not like now that, you know, you see the, like few people crossing here and there, but people were really crossing, like it was a lot of people. So yeah, my mom held my hand, we went over. I think my auntie also did a couple times, but I remember the one time that we went, there was a lot of pressure. I was like, I don't want to do this again.
What was the reason? Why did you guys
I don't
cross?
know. I think we're going to buy drinks and we're going to buy provisions or whatever. It was cheaper in Togo, you know, so we'd buy stuff from Togo. And I had an uncle who was a custom officer, Uncle Seto. So like we would always, you know, cross, and it was easy though, but like as a child, I felt the pressure. It was too much.
There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, have you done any shows in Togo?
I did a couple club shows.
Okay.
I think 2 club shows in Togo. It was nice. It was nice. And I'm wondering why I haven't renewed my laissez-passer and gone back there, because I love the beach as well.
Yeah.
I love it in there. Like I met a couple artists over there, Kiko, and I met a couple artists. It was fun. I love Togo, except that you can't have too much freedom. You know, you can't do some of the silly things we do in the streets, and you know, our policemen will like forgive us or whatever. Like it's not like that.
The gendarmes,
you know, the you know, so it's not as, you know, you can't do some of the foolish things we do and get away. Like as for that one, you can't. But like it's a beautiful town. It's a very beautiful town. Yes. Yeah.
What's it like being raised by a single mom?
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure being raised by a single mom, because she wants the very best for you. And you know, I was raised most of my life on Ola campus.
In Ho?
In Ho, because she was a teacher. She was an economics teacher. So as a young boy, it was easy, it was cool, you know. But growing up to like maybe the 10, 11, 12, 15, there was a challenge of the girls. Do you know what I mean? As a young adolescent guy, I started to see girls, and you know, those feelings would start popping in. I remember I used to write a lot of love letters, you know.
To your mother's students.
And when I look back, I'm like, bro, like if not for God, I should have been a very crazy playboy, because it's like I would write letters to like so many girls, you know, at the same time.
At the same time.
Because I see this one, they be, before I got, this one to the view.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know, like,
that's right.
Yeah, so it's like you are just admiring all different, you know, types of women, and also knowing your place that, hey, you are a young boy, and you know, this is a house mistress' son. And so like I had certain borders. My mom did her best. What I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of pressure, because she wouldn't want me to become one of those rascals who would probably get into like, you know, sexual, you know,
problems.
Yes, misbehaviors and all of that, that would turn her name into the mud. You know, so she was really strict. She was very strict, and I believe whatever frustrated her with work sometimes was transferred to us. You know, so it's like she's mad from town or class, and she comes home, and maybe like, you know, so my mom screamed a lot.
Screamed, eh?
She screamed at us a lot, and it was an aflawu thing. It's more like an ewe thing.
The screaming.
Yes.
What kind of things would she say?
Like, you know, you know, that is always like that. So I'm like, like, you know, what exactly? Like, what's up? Like, you know, I'm washing dishes and I love music and I'm singing and washing that. Like, and they have a way of saying it that rattles in their mouth. Like, You know, it just flows like that.
Rapid fire ever.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but I love it. I'm not gonna lie. If I'll do it again, I'll do it again. I wouldn't change anything. It was beautiful. It helped in raising me. You know, so it's like sometimes you know that this, and when I began to have my siblings, my younger siblings, like, you know, they were sometimes like, Mama, okay, don't for although, you know, they were, and the parents will always love the younger ones,
of course,
better than, you know, so they will listen to her. You know, sometimes it was a lot of pressure at that time, but right now I do appreciate it a lot. You know, it was beautiful. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was really beautiful. I wish there was a cameraman dedicated to my life in Ola, where fast forward we would have all the footages and we would be able to like slot them into like a beautiful documentary, because I would love to play that whole movie back. You know, it was very amazing.
Apart from writing those letters to the pretty young girls, what were the good things about Ola? I mean, the things that bring you smiles when you think about them living there.
You know, when there was an anniversary or a program, my mom would make sure the cloth she sews for all of us.
Okay.
So we'll all have the up and down. My mom will have it, I'll have it, my brother will have it, everyone will have it. We go to chapel together, we go to the, you know, morning mass. And, you know, so during mass, a few teachers had kids that would come. You know, a few of them were Catholics, so they would come to the church. So we would sit at the back, you know, and when the students are passing by, you know, some of them, when I was way younger, some of them would carry me, and First Communion, I had my baptism over there. Like, it was a whole, you know, so that became like my home. It became my home. It was really, really beautiful. I had my childhood best friend over there, and then he got involved in an accident. He died.
Ooh.
It was a sad story.
What was that like, man?
I was really traumatized. That's the word.
Yes.
Because guess what? We went, my mom and I and my little sister and a couple colleagues, we went for a wedding for one of the teachers, a court wedding. So we went to the court. And then there was another teacher who was getting married in town, but in the church. So from the court around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., we were returning, and we saw that passing by the church, there was like a lot of people gathered over there. What's going on? It was an accident. You know, so we just, and then we got home just to find out that was my best friend that was run over by a tipper truck.
Whoa.
You know, so that traumatized me. One of the reasons why my mom had to send me to a boarding house, because she was like, I wasn't dealing with it easily.
You were not, huh?
Yes, I wasn't dealing with it easily. And also I was growing, and she didn't want me to grow around the girls. Same reason I told you, like, you know, I was an adolescent kid, and I was a boy, you know, she didn't want me to like have all these ladies, because obviously there are ladies who are into young boys. So she didn't want any of that to come our way where it would be like all sort of trouble. So she sent me to a boarding school, you know.
Bishop Herman?
No. So I went to a junior high boarding school.
Okay.
That was Rhinebeck. And then I followed up to Bishop Herman.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would still see the girls because they would come for grotto. And the grotto, the event, it was a Catholic event. It was still happening in Bando.
Yes.
So still, the ones where I know them, I still
You
go
will still go see them.
Yeah, I still go see them for there. It was nice.
What was boarding school JHS like? Because you're quite young then.
Yes, it was a lot of discipline. It was a lot of discipline and having to fend for myself. It's almost like thrown in a jungle, you know, but with a little, you know, help. You wake up at 5. I'm like, what am I waking up at 5 to do? To go and bath. So you wake up and everybody's like with their buckets running to get water. And that place in Bishop Herman, we had water issues. So it's like, you have to wake up early and get your buckets, get in the queue, get water, make sure you bath, get ready for assembly at 6, morning mass at 6, and then assembly. So it's like, do well to wake up early. You wake up, sometimes your chaps is gone. Someone else is wearing your sleepers because why not? I can't find my own. Let me
take somebody else.
So it's like level in JHS 1 would be like the time to study all these military ways of living. So going to sleep and you take your slippers and put it under your mattress.
Thank you.
Right beneath your head.
That's
and sleep on it.
If you like Komota.
Yeah, if you come out, you know, that was the whole, and then also like fetching water, coming back from class and realizing that it's gone. It's gone. It was fun. I had a lot of fun over there. I had a lot of fun. I think it helped me. Yes. All these things really like shaped me.
Was bullying a big deal?
It was there. There was something called goro.
Goro.
Yes. So they'll tell you to harden your jaw. Yeah, they give you and you don't have to open up like and that was like the era of the cadet. You know, hey, get out, give me 6. And you have to press up, you know. And it was spanking and all kinds of things. Tabo and bro.
Which one be tabo?
Tabo is you know, this and then ba ba ba.
Did they slap your hand?
Did they slap your hand? Did they spank you where you know, and it was crazy. But I look back and guess what? One of my friends on Snapchat texted me, sent me a screenshot, and one of my juniors told her he used to bully me. He used to ship me with belts. This Camidoh guy, he wouldn't let me rest. It's so funny. I felt shy because I was like, bro, like now I'm so calm and I wouldn't want those memories. But like, yeah, people would tell people like, this guy, he was wicked.
You be wicked guy.
I did tell you.
You know they look like wicked guy too.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, sometimes some of the calmest guys can be the most wicked people. Like, I'm telling you. But yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. It was really fun. I had a good time, like, you know, in school. Yeah, and also running away sometimes to see some girls. It was part of the drill, man.
Did you join the cadets?
I didn't join the cadets.
Okay.
You know, but I had a lot of friends who were in the cadets, so we were friends. Like, I knew a bunch of their stuff.
Any clubs in school when you in school?
Yeah, I was a mass servant, actually.
Okay, so you served mass.
I was a mass servant. I actually thought I was gonna be, like really into the whole Catholic system and everything. But guess what? When I got into school was when my musical inspiration was heavy. Bishop Herman. So one time, mass servants don't do groundswork.
Okay, that's a privilege.
We always just go to the chapel and clean and probably pretend we are cleaning the altar.
Pretend.
You know, and just hang. Yeah, we pretend because it's how many minutes you go take clean altar, you know. So we sit there and like have fun until like it's time for dining and we run and come out and say, we are still working, but we are tired, but let's come and eat first.
That's it.
That was the whole thing. And you know, I don't know, but it was such a beautiful moment, to be honest. Like when I was a mass servant, and then what happened was that one time during evening prayers, Akon's song popped in my head.
Which one?
So before the prayers was gonna start, I was doing lonely. I am still lonely. I have nobody. I'm on my own. Ooh. I was doing that, and then one senior man was standing right behind me. And he held me at my back with my belt. Hey, what song are you singing? You just sing hip hop during prayers? So I was like, oh, senior man, it was not yet time for prayers. That's why I said, keep quiet. So after prayers, he went to the front. The phone one boy who was singing hip hop, when I saw you, can't see the whole school. You know, so the next day, the sacristan called me to the chapel and took me out of the mass boys. Like, nah, you can't be doing this.
Just one
You can't be singing. Why are you singing hip hop? Why Ave, Ave, Ave Maria? You don't know that one. If you hip hop, you won't sing. Out. You know, so they took me out. And where they made the announcement. How did you feel
when they took you out?
I was like, I'm gonna be a star, and I'm gonna wait for you guys to call me to perform, or you guys to see me and cheer me up. I'm waiting for that day. That was all I had in my head. At that point, everything you did to me that was bad, all I was saying in my head was, I'm gonna be a star, and you go see.
Did they announce it to the school?
Yeah, a few people heard it. I think it was on a notice board. The following are no more mass servants.
Oh.
So I had to like go and report myself to like the curatorial prefect so they could give me a plot to start like, you know, handling. But
as punishment or what?
Yeah, no, but it's like now that you're no more a mass boy,
you can do groundswork.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but I not do them though.
You know do the
every day they run, they enter the squad for the chapel. I go do like I be mass boy. Then I go still run. Some people don't know, so I know they do them.
Yeah. You didn't recognize the sacking?
No, some people don't recognize them. So every day I go just go to the chapel and body like say I be massive and say, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm finished. You know, so I just finished my way and it was fun.
Have you reflected on that? I mean, you singing, if they hadn't found you singing that Akon song, would the trajectory of your life had been completely different?
No, I go stop.
You would have stopped at some time?
Yeah, I go stop. I go stop. But me, I don't be my servant. I wasn't, like I did that in JHS, and I'm like, bro, this whole creating where we did do. Because the sacristan said, they ain't get girlfriend. Oh, hey, that time then we did school, and the sacristan said, if I come in dormitory, night time, if he talk to girls. If we go to say, they talk to girls, not more than one. So why you want to make me, I can, no. 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 So yeah, I go stop for sure, I go stop.
Do you still like Akon's music?
I love Akon. I still listen to him. He has a son called, I think, Javon or something. He has beautiful songs. Like, I still listen to Akon, and every time I watch him, I'm like, wow, can't believe that this man inspired me to start making music, and I'm not even like close to him. He is good friends. He works with my good friend Neptunes in Atlanta. So like, if I wanted to meet, I believe I would have been able to meet, and even like, but at some point I just didn't want to meet my idols anymore.
Why not?
Because it's not always the feeling that we thought we will have. See finish the fee enter.
Yeah.
See finish the enter. Sometimes your idols have to be like, Charlie, hey, Mr. I need things past you. No, can they call me every day? They do all this.
Has that been your personal experience? Have you met somebody and then it's like, oh, Charlie?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's happened a lot of the times, man. I wouldn't want to talk about it, but like, I mean, it's happened a lot of the times. Like, you love somebody so much and you have a certain perception and you meet the person and, bro, my issue is saying, like, don't come and be doing, hey, mama, if you didn't inspire me, that's it. Yeah, that's what it was.
So you would say your music careers began proper in Bishop Herman?
Yes, that's where it began.
You're performing? Were you writing songs?
Yes, I was performing, and I became a group. Like, I got into a group because I met one guy who was also equally good, and so we decided to become a group on the first vacation. We went home. He was also in Ho, so we started recording in Ho, and yeah.
What was the group called?
It was called Bells. BELCE. Bells.
Okay. What does it mean?
So the whole idea was BELLS, but we changed the spelling for branding's sake to BELCE. And the whole idea was like, him and I would be in the dormitory after preps, and then I like beating the chop box and then making music. Yeah. And then for like, after like a couple minutes, it will be so many guys running from all the dormitories coming in. Other people, it's almost like a bell has been told for assembly. That was the whole energy. We would, every time, like sometimes it's like free period, he comes to my class and we're just like doing some freestyles. My best friend in school was also like a rap. Like, it was a whole movement.
Yes.
That was really dope. And we would even battle during inter-schools. When people were playing football, we would also gather in one classroom, meet the Pando Senior High School rappers and students who were into music, technical, like a bunch of students, and it was battle times. That was the whole thing. I don't know if nowadays they still do stuff like that. Yeah.
When you finished Bishop Herman, what was the plan?
The plan was to go to aviation school because I wanted to be a pilot. So the idea was that after Bishop Herman, I'll be sent to aviation school. But after Bishop Herman, I was so heavy into the music that I didn't even remind my mom that I want to go to like a school of aviation. I wanted to like just be home and make music.
What was her plan for you?
Yeah.
She also wanted you to be a pilot?
To go, yes, because from when I was young, we spoke about it. I wanted to be a pilot, I was sure. So the idea was for me to like go there and study like elective maths in addition to like my general arts.
And geography and things like that.
Yes, and all of that. So I did geography and all of that. But at some point, Charlie, I can't be studying all of this. Like, music is just in my head. I'll do it easily. Why should I be like going according to someone's like syllabus and they telling me I'm wrong? And like, I wasn't interested, and the fact that I would have to go and study physics at some point, I'm like, nah, just put me in the plane, make a drive.
Like physics?
Yeah, I just felt like they were so difficult, and my mind was an art mind.
Okay.
So there's no way I was going to jail. But at that time, I didn't understand the whole explanation. I just knew that, bro, so I just, yeah. And my mom wasn't too, it didn't work out well with her because obviously, economics teacher, everybody knew how much you put into your son, and everybody was looking forward to your son becoming something really major, like a doctor, and she was happy because I was going to be a pilot. So me diverting to make music, it started affecting me in school because I started doing average with the academics. I wasn't in the A game anymore. you know, and I would wait. I'll stay at home for so long before I go to school. After vacation, when school resumed, I would be home. I not go to school. So if I go studio, my mother go call me, then I come back at 5 p.m. Which parents will allow the child to go to school or travel to Kamidoh from Ho at 5 p.m.? No. It's impossible. So I found a trick. So every day by 9, I say, oh, my one another studio come at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. So that's how I was staying at home for so long.
Them no sack you from the school?
No. I mean, at the end of the day, you pay fees, and it no be like say you they fail or whatever, like, and it no be about any criminal situation. So yeah, they will maybe punish you for being late, but like, yeah, I was ready to take that.
When you saw your WASSCE results, how did you feel?
I had 12, and my mom was not too happy about it.
She was expecting?
Yeah, she was expecting, like your friends are getting 8, 6 and stuff. You they collect 12. You know, like times 2. 6 times 2, they give you 12. You know, like people they get 42. People they get 42, 36 and things like. I mean, I get times 2, pay the vex.
What was your best subject?
Economics.
Okay. Oh, look at your mom.
Yeah. I was good at economics, geography. I was really good at that. Yeah.
Your worst subject?
Worst would be elective maths.
Okay.
So guess what? I didn't write it.
Oh.
So, you know, when I heard that, oh, you can actually write 3 electives, boom, I come on myself. I come on myself for the elective maths class, so I know they go again. So the teacher will then, he do extra classes for us for the elective maths. I go tell her and say, oh, sir, please, my mother said the fees, she doesn't have money now, so I want to collect my balance at the extra classes, for the extra classes, so that I can use it to balance the school fees and pay. So I go collect that one for the elective maths class, where I go collect the money. But
Mama never know.
I collect the money where I chop out, like maybe I take go studio or something like that. It was fun.
Yeah.
But like looking back, I'm like, hey, like I write him out. Hey, like you go pay me, I swear to God, like you go pay me, say I sit down, go tire my body, write that thing. I no go do. But the funny thing too was that day, then everybody get a pot. So drop. All the boys with my head die safe. Did they get like
wild,
you know,
wild, good
like, oh, the West was C. People were getting B. I was like I write them like you get B, you see like you write. I'm like, you know, concern me. You know, concern me because I love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like the music was like so much fun for me, and I was enjoying it. It was fun.
I'm just curious. Have you ever gone back to Biheko as Camidoh to perform?
I think we did that once. The second time we were supposed to go and perform somewhere.
Okay.
And we decided to pass there. So I don't want to see any teachers. So I just go the back of the school. That area, then we call them rock top.
Okay.
That'd be where then the time at the school, then the bad boys they there. They go chop for their small. So we go there and then we just invited some of the students. They were rapping for us, having a good time, and then we just left again.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where did you get the name Camidoh?
It just popped up.
Where? When? How?
I think high school, one of the vacations, I came home. You know how people be saying something and then it's like, oh, I thought I heard this, you know? So I think it was my mom and someone, they were speaking English or having their conversation, but I thought I heard something Camidoh. And with my mind, that's how it works. If I hear something and it sits well, I pick it up and work with it. You know, so it was Camidoh. I was like, this sounds good. And in school, my nickname was Fingers.
Why?
I knew you would ask why.
Yes.
But why has a long tail?
And it comes.
Why?
It comes before Z.
Why has a long tail? So I mean,
you had busy fingers.
Yeah, I had busy fingers. Let's just say I had magic fingers.
All right.
Very busy fingers.
Okay.
Magic fingers.
So fingers.
Fingers. And so I added it, and it became Fingers Camidoh.
Okay.
And I think the reason I liked the Camidoh. When I heard it, I thought I had Camidoh, whatever it is. So I found the spelling, and
you went for C. You didn't go for K.
I didn't go for K. Okay. No, I went for C.
And there's an H at the end.
And then there's an H at the end.
Okay.
Yes, I did that. And I was going to set up my Facebook. So, you know, you needed a first name and a second name. So I just did Fingers Camidoh. That's when I started using it as my nickname and blah, blah, blah. And fast forward, I told my mom I want to add this name to my name.
Like official documents?
Yes. So basically did the whole process, and we just prayed, and I told God I want this to mean blessings, you know, and that's what it has been. So people get surprised when they see my ID.
So your Ghana card says what?
Yeah, Raphael Atachi Camidoh.
That's it.
Yeah, or Atachi, Raphael, Camidoh, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're Kofi too?
Yeah, I'm Kofi.
All right.
Yeah, I'm Kofi.
Did they used to add the Baboni to it?
No.
You
That was for like, I don't know whether it's a Ghana name.
Baboni is Chi.
It's Chi,
Bad
yeah.
boy.
I heard it more in Accra, but like it wasn't my thing. Kofi Go was like what they would call you. Like,
Kofi Go.
Yeah, in the Volta region.
Yes.
Yeah, Amigo. Kofi Go, Amigo. Amigo. You know how Flower is like, we say all this silly stuff.
Yeah, Kofi Go was a politician in Togo.
Good.
Yeah.
So that was where I think I headed more like over there. Yeah.
So you're done with Bishop Herman, and
Yeah.
then, but you're still doing your music.
Yeah.
And when's the first song that comes to our consciousness?
Fast forward, the first song, I believe we had help from a couple people. One, Mr. Victor Ahiakbo, who was like the owner and I think chairman of Heart of Lions Football. At that time, he heard our sound, and also not just by himself, but like a couple people helped us. One, Bobu, Mr. Bocho Albert, and his friends, they were like loving our style. Squeezer, they would all like push us. So like he told me that he would try and speak to one of his chairmen to see if they can invest. So I was home one time and then they called me. I was like, oh, the man wants to see you. So I just got on a bus, went to Accra, met with him. So he helped us. So we put out one song called I'm Awake. And we did our best. That's when we started like promoting. They started promoting us in Accra. We did our best. We were like, but I believe like fast forward, like all of these things were just building the path for me. And fast forward, it was For My Lover that would like really shoot me to
with Daco Vibes?
With Daco Vibes.
Okay.
So back I had broken up from the group and, started a solo career. And then I think about 6 months or 8 months down the line, we had For My Lover.
How did you meet Daco Vibes?
It would be my brothers, who are also from Aflao. So we all just became like family in Accra, and one of the guys went to school, Bishop Herman, with myself. So he was my friend, and he would always tell my brothers, he was always like, there's this guy, he's the apex of music. He is the one. This is the guy. If you meet this guy. So he was always hyping me to like Hova. And Hova met me the first time and, listening to my tracks. And for him, it was like the energy that I came with. I was ready to do the work. I didn't even care if you had transportation for me or if you had food for me. I was like, this is what I'm here for. I'll do it. So the squad, I think someone knew Payday from R2Bs and decided to, how basically when you're a new artist, they want you to meet like artists, so they can speak to you. But like, I don't know they do anything. But like, it just be people thinking, if I go introduce you to this person, he go do something for you. Like I told you, you get your own stress.
Yes.
So
no, you they can't add stress.
Yeah. So we went to Omar Sterling's house and he listened to the music and we asked for the feature. And Daco, I believe at that time was his prodigy. So we asked for the feature. They thought that Daco on a song would be good. We needed a feature. So I said, why not? I've been doing this by myself for so long. So yeah, let's go for it. So yeah, Daco also did it. Payday made it happen basically. So shout outs to Payday. He made it happen and we did the feature. And it took off.
What was it like hearing your song on the radio for the first time?
Man, I had heard my song on the radio because back then, Mr. Victor would pay. There was this guy on YFM. I've been trying to remember his name, but like, he would pay all these guys to play our songs. So like, for hearing my songs on radio, yes, it was a common thing. But like, For My Lover took a different turn. It was everywhere. And that I would give credits to Rev Eskin. Eskin White was really supportive.
Who was he?
He works with YFM. I think he's the programs manager at YFM. You should know him, Eskin White. So he told us, because normally we would pay people and then we would not see results. So he said, I'm not gonna take the money and pay the DJs. No, that's payola basically. I'm gonna introduce you to the DJs myself.
Okay.
So you guys have a direct contact. So that's what he did, and I believe he changed the game. Yeah, so that was one of like my happy times where everybody that we paid to like promote, they were promoting, and it was very fantastic. Like, and the funny thing is I would be sitting down here and girls would be singing my song. Beautiful women.
Yes.
Would be doing their Snapchat with my song and not know that it is me that day here. It was crazy. They were comparing me. I was like, there's this other song too. This guy, they sound alike. It's like Fireboy. And it's like, they would be like Joe Boy and all of that. Comparing me, I was like, hey, Agbe Amadi, no balance. like Ameyabenya Gromula, the person
guy
is
is there
right
here,
here,
the man there.
and you guys could not recognize, you know. So that was the whole idea of like, you know, how fame began for me.
Yes.
It's like I got popular, my name was there, but like people didn't know me.
Did that surprise you?
It was frustrating, you know. It's like, oh, is this the guy? Oh my God, I love your song. That's if someone had mercy to like introduce you and say, oh, this is the artist. You know, that's when the ladies would be like, oh my God, like let's take a photo and all of that. And that whole era came with its own blessings. That's when I met Hajia for real, and she would also constantly post my music because she genuinely loved it. You know, so she promoted the music. It was a lot. Like we started getting all the favors here and there, and it changed.
And the stages too. You performed at Rapaholic?
I performed at Rapaholic.
What was that like?
It was always very fantastic. Like, you know, seeing the stage. I'd never been on a big stage like that. I'm like, what are you using all the stage for?
It's so much space.
Like, is it car park? You know, like it was weird, but at the same time, I was beginning to experience what my future was gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, so I performed at Rapaholic. All the big artists, Manifest would be one of the earliest guys to give me his, you know, Made in December, Manifestive, whatever, like, you know, to perform. And I was just doing all the December gigs, and it felt amazing.
Yeah.
It felt really amazing.
We already vibed about Sugarcane, but just your thoughts on the Sugarcane challenge, man.
The challenge, it was a two-phase challenge because I had begun one of the challenge myself, and it went viral. And then when it seemed like everything was dumbing down, these two young ladies from the UK decided to do a whole new dance. Another takeoff. So Sugarcane had like about 3 eras. The whole TikTok myself, like, you know, the normal one. Then the original came with like certain bars. People, like, that's when the whole TikTok squad started getting on board and promoting. Then the remix came with its own bars. You know, so it was 3, and then the live version also came with its own bars, and that really, like, to be honest, Sugarcane helped us pay off our debts. He helped us pay off our debts. You know, so it was amazing.
In the beginning, I mean, you paint a picture of the rough days when money no day before Sugarcane came. What were you selling stuff? Were you working extra jobs? What were you doing?
Yeah, I was doing gigs.
Okay.
I remember before I would even get, like, even for my lover, like, and all of that, I was doing gigs. Like, I was doing backing vocalists. Like, I was being a backing vocalist for, I think Lady J was doing a show back then. I was a backing vocalist, and I was paid, I think, 400 Ghana cedis. I did a couple things, man. I was an engineer. I was working as a studio assistant.
Okay.
You know,
Where?
In a DK studio, 3FS. I was doing that, and I was also, like, singing people's choruses. Like, when they came to the studio to sing and then they didn't feel like they did justice to the song and they heard me murmuring some stuff, they would ask me to do it. You know, so I did that for D-Flex. I did one for Kafui Dey. It was fun. It was really fun. I was doing all of these and getting little, you know, and there was this guy as well, Brain Max, who would, like, you know, so I was just doing that. Basically, I had to survive. You know, I had to survive. So I was doing whatever I could do to, like, make some money.
What are your feelings when you think back on those days?
I'm proud. I'm very proud. And I want more of the people to go through that training. It makes you really solid. You know, it makes you really, really solid. Like, imagine myself going to learn covers, a bunch of, like, songs, and then sitting down with a guitarist because they needed someone to sing covers for a hotel program, and I'll sit there and be singing. Okay. You know, and I wasn't particularly happy about that, but I did it.
You sang at the hotels?
Oh yes.
Which hotels?
I did Alisa Hotel before. I did Front Back. They had this club.
Yes, I know Front
you know,
Back.
so sometimes, like, they had a maiden every year. They had a show that was in I think one was in Kempiski. You know, we did that. You know, it was fun.
Yeah.
I at some point I just started to, like, succumb to, like, the whole training. And shout outs to Nikwe, because Muses, he would say, oh, these guys are calling and they're going to pay you 600 or 800 for the gig, and it's just 2 hours singing covers. Yeah. You know, so I did stuff like that.
What kind of covers?
A lot of pop songs. Okay. You know, I'm not the only one. Sam Smith. I would do Jordan Sparks. I would do Akon. I would do, like, all of these songs. There's no sunshine. You know, those songs.
Be with us.
And I'm not the kind of person who wants to learn other people's songs. Yeah. You know, so doing that, it was a learning curve for me. Like I had to train myself to be able to sing other people's songs, and because it was part of the drill. And even today, I see it happening at the Grammys. People like covering other people's songs. It's like it's not a bad thing. So I wish, looking back, I wish the young artists would also go through that phase. It makes you a very solid artist. Apart from just getting in the studio and making your own, like you should be able to, a part of you should be able to like go through the drill and be prepared for whatever.
Just curious, what was Mama's reaction to Sugarcane?
Man, my mom gets on the phone, it's Boomba! She gets on the phone, it's like Boomba! And my mom is like my #1 fan. She's always on my Facebook. I'm a Twitter guy, I'm an X guy. So, but once in a while I pop in on Facebook and my mom is there. That's my top boy, let's go.
Should they give comments?
Oh my God. I'm like, I'm a give how to do all of
Who
this,
teaching these things, man?
So it's beautiful, and I thank God for her life, seeing me go through all of this and sacrificing so much for me. I mean, there was a time where we had to sit in this compound house because we were waiting for a loan guy, to come back and issue a loan to my mom for me to go to JHS, the boarding school, and so it's like when I think about all of this and how far we've come today, and she being able to see me on television. And I remember like there was this old students, it's called POGA program in Virginia, and they wanted me to perform, and they called my mom and she had to intercede for us to like, basically like give them some discounts and travel there to do the show. And all of them were like my big sisters. All of them were super happy to see me. It makes me proud for my mom, it makes me really proud for my mom, because it's like, everyone's like, oh my God, this is like, Raphael, little boy. So every parent should be able to have that feeling of seeing their children, best out to become great people in the country and doing marvelously well, making all the money and like coming back to take care of them. It's amazing. That is one of the things that I stand on to say I'm blessed. Because not every child makes it to be able to take care of their parents, other than their parents passing and they going to like get loans to do the funeral. You don't want that.
No.
You want to be able to excel for your parents to like enjoy the fruits of their, their hard work. So I think that I wish that for every young person. I wish that, especially musicians, I wish that for you guys, like artists, like, people who are into art, I wish that for you, because it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult. There are times when help call comes in and my mom doesn't want me to travel because it's like, Accra, all kinds of things are happening, and just stay here and we'll figure it out. And sometimes I'm like, make us stay here. No, they tell me those things. I'll leave and we will have a beef, and 3-4 days we're not talking, and she'll still call me, are you okay? And it's like God just positioned people along the line to like help me, It's beautiful. So yeah.
What does she mean to you, man?
She means the world to me, I don't have kids, right? My mom is my child. Like I worry about her. Like I love my mom and my siblings, because if I don't take care of my siblings, I don't think it would be nice. I don't think she would she's happy. Sometimes I call her and I'm like, oh, we don't have much, but we're sending this. Like, no, don't stress. Like, I'm okay. I said in one of my songs, like my mom says, take your time. I'm already proud. Don't worry about buying me a car or buying me this, that. It's not even about that. She sits at home and she's watching. She sees everything. She sees everything. All the interviews, she watches everything. And it's a proud moment for them. Yeah. And I want her to have that for a very long time, So I want to be extra successful, and I just want to be great. So my mom, my friend's mom who housed me in Jowulu for like about 2 years, she took care of me. She's also very proud. She calls me, oh, and Edano Yahu and now Kasaya fine. It was, I love moments like I just want our parents to
Did you ever ask her about your father?
No. One time I spoke about it and she told me, when I was young, spoke about it, she told me it was not necessary, you have everything you need. So just focus on that.
You're not curious?
And build. Myself, I didn't give two shits about that. Like, to be honest, I didn't care about it. I was content. I was okay. I was music focused. What I can't think about my father do? My question is, what do I need? I don't need anything. So my uncle was like my father figure.
Yeah.
You know, and I almost had too many people like being there for me. And now, like, my focus was very little.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of child that wants to ask, oh, what happened to... I don't care.
So if he knocked on the door and introduced himself as being your dad, what would be your reaction?
We'll go do DNA to be sure that he's my dad.
You won't verify? You won't verify?
Yes, I don't have a problem. Like, if he be my father, I'll love him. You know, I don't know. I think he's late. That's what I know, that he's late. But I don't have traces, basically, like I'm saying. So if he walks in here and says it's my dad, do the DNA. I mean, thank God for technology. You can be able to check. If he's my dad, why not? Atu. Like, let's fucking move forward. Like, you know.
We go.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's no time for all of these, like, drama and, get out over there.
Are you a carefree guy?
I care a lot, but, like, I can be very carefree when it comes to stuff that don't matter. Like, you know, all that matters is life.
Yes.
You know, and health, to be able to, like, bro, I'm really grateful. This stage of my life, I'm thankful, because it could have been worse. I've been traveling, like, there's been times when I travel, I don't stay 1 week in this country.
Where did you go?
Flying around, doing shows, the Sugarcane era. I didn't stay in Ghana for like more than 2 weeks.
Where were you going? Which countries?
Oh, name it. Everywhere. Everywhere. I was running around. So, and anxiety, because this is playing. Yeah. And you see all of these things that it could be, happen. You know, and going and coming. Man, I'm thankful.
Are you one of those children where if they can't travel, they'll go tell mommy or you go call them, then what was your routine?
Yeah, I just text my mom.
Yes.
Mom, I'm leaving for America. I'll call you when I land. Okay. Pray for me and that's it.
Yeah, she'll pray for
that's
you.
it. Like, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Like, I get over things really fast. So I was okay with the fact that I was a star. I was like this person, and I was just focused on tomorrow, like the next and the next and the next. So I was not holding on to moments and like really worrying my head.
I mean, you're grateful now, but what was like your lowest moment in your career?
My lowest moment would be when my manager, my international manager, like my whole team almost getting disintegrated. Like, you know, everything just shutting down would be my lowest moment. You know, you see me in my living room. You see me in my bedroom, like, you know, not talking to nobody, because this is my life, you know. And obviously it was because of like misunderstandings here and there, you know, misinterpretation of like actions and all of that. But now I understand that it was part of the journey. You know, there has to be that moment where you guys have that quarrel or fight, and then, you know, coming back and then realizing that, bro, like nothing really matters. We have us and we are moving forward, you know. So for some reason, we all came back together and just made it up nicely. And then everybody started looking out for everybody. And
same team?
Yeah, same team.
Okay.
You know, but like, you know, pressing on the lowest moments, it was really bad, you know. It took life out of me.
Really?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It took life out of me, because then there were people in the industry who would also like treat you based off of what they had. You know, oh, you know, this person invest in this guy and this guy just leave him. You know, I told you all these artists are ungrateful and blah, blah, blah. And it was a whole bunch of stuff.
And they even call you to get the truth?
2 people called me. One female called me. She's an OAP. She called me and said, listen, are you guys okay? Because I'm hearing this and
OAP,
I'm hearing
old age
that.
Pensioner?
Say again?
OAP.
No, OAP as in on air.
On a personality.
Personality.
I thought old age pensioner.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Anyway, but you know, she called me and said, look, man, I'm aware and you're my brother. So this is what I'm hearing. What's going on? What I'll say is call your manager and speak, you know, because I don't like what I'm hearing, you know. And someone also called me, but the rest of them, it was a very phony attitude, you know, some, not everybody. It was a very funny attitude because it's like you reach out to people trying to get things done and they act like, oh yeah, we go do them.
They never go do
And then the next day you never hear anything back from them again. Only to find out that, oh, this was the reason, this is what is going around and this is what is causing people to actually detach and not support you. And for me to even like make peace with that situation, it took time, you know, because I'm the type of person who wants to fix it now, here and now. You know, so I did everything I could to really try and get on top of everything. But I realized I had to leave it. At some point, the dead skin, you have to
shed it off.
And
like a snake.
Have a new one.
Yeah.
So it took time. I didn't really deal with it well, but I believe that was the era for me to like get closer to God and be super introspective. And that was the era when I made Trusting God EP 1 and 2. And I believe speaking about things and letting it out,
And you kind of poured your emotions into those projects.
Into the project, and then I just moved forward. You know, at some point I also had like one of these issues where I could not release music. I had to wait, and I had to like solve issues with like, you know, a company that so it was really like, I'm like, how did I even get here?
Yeah.
Because I'm not the type of person who wants to like get caught up in things. I don't like signing deals and I cannot be myself. People try to take control of you and all of that. So that was what it was, and it took life away from me. But for some reason, God saw us through. I didn't even think it was gonna come this fast for me to be able to like move forward in my life. But like going through that, I said to myself, like, bro, nothing is worth it. No. Let's do our thing.
That's it.
And have a good time.
You be so.
Yeah.
You be so. What was it like, switching back to the music, what was it like to get a BET nomination, man?
It was amazing. I tell you what, I was in a relationship at that time, and my then girlfriend and I had a very serious quarrel. Sometimes the quarrels don't even make sense. You know, I mean, you're a dad, so you know what I mean. Like they don't make sense. It's like we're just quarreling, and at that time of my life, I had made up my mind that I was gonna like be this artist who would like have a relationship and focus on it and build a family. And so I was really like focused on that. So when things were not going well, it was shutting me down. I'm like, why can't we just fix this?
Yeah.
You know, so I was really down. Guess what? I had a quarrel, sat down and like this way and raised my head, got my phone. I was almost teary, you know, because it's like, when things mean a lot to me and then it's like,
It'll happen now.
Yeah, the turbulence is too much. I'm like, why? You know, so I took my phone, went on to X, because I'm an X guy.
Yeah.
So I went on to X, and we had broken up, basically. Like, you know what, let's just end this. That's what happened. So I got onto X, and I just wanted to like, you know, see what's going on. And then there was this OAP from Kumasi, YFM. I think his name is Ebenezer. Trying to remember his name, but I'll tell you when I remember. Like, he tweeted, "Congratulations, Camidoh, on your BET nominations." I'm like, what a blessing.
Yeah, man.
And one of my creative director, SK, who is like my photographer as well, his mom always like prays with us, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, she's always in tune with our
spiritual support,
our works and all of that.
Yeah,
so
man.
she always calls us to pray. And one time she told me also like, you know, God will do something amazing. It's not gonna be of like your usual. It's gonna be amazing, really, really amazing. And when she said that to me, I told her mom, like, I'm going through it, and I just deleted all my social media. And she's like, no. Why are you deleting social media? God has something amazing that's coming your way that, you know, I don't want them to reach out to you and then they cannot
find you.
So please turn it on. So I had, you know, reinstalled the social media apps like less than a week. Had that fight with my then girlfriend and then took my phone and I saw like, congratulations on the BET.
Nomination.
Bro. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I ran upstairs, went to my brother. I'm like, yes. It's like, all my life, people thought I was not going to make it. All my life, even in Ola Girls, my mom had her challenges where it's like, you know, hey, your son, you know, he's old and he can't be living on this campus, find them a building somewhere else. My mom had her own form of like battles in Ola Girls, you know, when I was growing up. So it hits her so hard. She's like, I'm just trying to like build my son and my children, and you know, you guys are just coming at me, everyday queries, all of that. So it was it was a day of like, yes, you know, God will always turn it around, you know,
through.
for you. So I went to my brother, I was like, look at this. Bro, if you ask anyone in the game at that time who they thought was going to be nominated for BET, it's never a Camidoh, bro.
So out of left field, man.
It's never a Camidoh. It's like it's an upset. When it comes to, do you watch UFC?
Yes.
It's an upset. It's like everybody, you know, this is the
Expecting
favorite. Everybody
this guy.
thinks this is the guy going to win.
And then this guy wins.
Boom, from nowhere, choke. So that's what happened when I saw that text. So I sent it to Hova. I was like, yo, can you go and verify this information?
Yeah, man.
And Hova, he's the internet guy. Boom, he sends me the whole page from like BET. God damn, bro. God damn, bro. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was super amazing because it's like, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? People had, I mean, VGMAs would not give me the most popular song of the year because, you know, people were like, oh, yeah. I actually had the whole, you know, radio thing, Pandit conversation where they would be like, oh, you know, this song had this, you know, DJ Khaled. I think it was Black Sheriff's song, Battling My Song Strongly, you know. And it was like, Black Sheriff's song had DJ Khaled tweet about it, talk about it. So, you know, there's no way, you know, Sugarcane is good, but like it didn't do like, so I was kind of like, wow. But it's not my place.
No.
Everything was happening to me, for me, you know, in my favor. So I just chilled. And so when the BT came, I believe everyone else would have been surprised. You know, I was proud, I was grateful. It took time for me to like get over it.
Yeah.
Man. It took time, man. It took time. It took so much time for me to get. I was really like, look, my life in music, if I want to talk about things that I'm grateful, I think that we could be here for like the whole day, you know. It's my story is really one special story, you know, and allow me to also give appreciation to Bernard Avle.
City 97.3.
Yes. He played a very instrumental role. I don't know, for some reason, some people just love you and get everyone else to love you, you know. Because the whole era of City FM, it's almost like Camidoh like was dating someone at City FM. It's almost like, you know, they just loved you and they promoted you. I'm not saying other stations did not promote me, but like what I'm trying to say is that Bernard Avle would constantly tell people like, that guy, and everyone is calling me, hey, yo, this man, he love you. Why is your uncle? You know, so I've thought about finding time to like really go and sit with him in his house and just tell him how grateful, you know, I am. You know, there's been a few people who have really genuinely like changed my life. You know, they've turned things upside down.
The radio is still powerful, you know?
Very powerful. I don't play with it. I don't play with it. So it was like, I'm always doing a radio tour, TV, media tour, and you know, my friends would be like, you know, enough of this, because it's like sometimes there's nothing to talk about. I'm like, for some reason, like it helps.
It's powerful.
It really does help. I don't play with it.
Let's talk about some of your songs.
Yeah, cool.
Adole. What's the backstory?
I mean, I was in that relationship.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was in that relationship.
Before the BET nomination?
Yeah, before, and I was in Cape Town.
Okay.
So the whole idea was like, you know, Cape Town, you know, South Africa has beautiful girls, women as well. So it's like when you go out there, they are like, you know, food is served and all of that. And I'm like, I go Cape Town, I see one Ikebe, I know chase she won't give me something, I know take if you know be you, give me my paper for PayPal, I know they fake So it's like, I was really into the woman I would not allow myself
to get involved.
And fast forward, I'm like, actually, I've chopped all this food before, but like, you know, it's good. It's good to have that mentality as a man to just like, you know, have
focus,
whatever it is.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that was the whole concept behind Adole and All Yours.
Okay.
That was like,
Beautiful?
Very beautiful.
Okay. You had a song called Beautiful as well?
No, I had a song called Beautiful.
Yes.
And Beautiful was about women. Yeah, it was basically, you know how one of those songs you make to like just sing beautiful stuff about women and them believing in themselves and beautiful just the way they are. That was what Beautiful was about.
Brown Skin Girl.
Brown Skin Girl. I don't know, to be honest. Some of the songs, I don't even know the inspiration behind it. I just make them. Some of them, I just make them.
Yeah.
I just allow creativity to run through me and I just make them.
Low
Key was when I just wanted people to know that, look, man, I'm not the one spoken about the most in the game right now, but I got it.
You know, if you talk about if it's the car, if it's the house, if it's whatever it is, I have it. You know, and so it's like sometimes you have to blow your trumpet. So it's like, yeah, I'm just speaking about, you know, blowing my own trumpet and having a good time with it. Yeah.
Trusting God.
Trusting God would be that era of letting yourself walk with God and believing that He gave it to you. So if everything goes down, He will still give it to you. You know, that was the era that I made Trusting God the EP.
2026 songs.
I mean, this is
yes,
the,
I see that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Some shaft of light.
Yes.
From the top there.
You know, so even in the darkness, it's like, you know, in the wilderness, you know, there was this spot still on me of
spotlight.
God telling me, I got you.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. So I had to keep this in my living room.
Yeah, I like it.
I had to keep this here.
It's like Daniel and the lions there, waiting for help.
Yeah.
And the light on you.
Yeah.
I like the art.
Thank you.
Yeah, who did this, man?
So yeah, basically I came up with the idea, but SK, my photographer, he took the photos. He did the whole edit. I mean, we went together. You should see that time where I was giving them the idea of how I wanted it to be. So he had to be there to make sure the wood carvings.
It's on point.
Yeah, I wanted it to feel a bit rough.
Yeah, I can see the textures.
You know, and even the window.
Yes, the
olden day type
yes,
of like, you know.
Yeah. No,
that's
correct.
what it
The
was.
colors and things.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It'll be very, very evocative.
Yeah, I'm about to tattoo that on my skin because it's like, I don't even know why I haven't done that yet. I love tattoos.
Okay.
I'm like, Trusting God has to definitely go on my
There,
neck.
yes.
Yeah.
I see one on your...
Yeah, that's like a flower.
Okay, all right.
That's a
Where
flower.
are the other ones?
I've got, this is the Tree of Life.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Tree of Life. It's
Yep.
beautiful. I wanted to have it on my chest.
Okay.
Because it was inspired by Rema. I saw it on Rema's chest.
Okay.
It was really amazing. I saw it, but I mean, shout outs to my boy, you know, Tattoo by Sylvester. He did this.
Accra?
Yeah, in Accra.
Okay.
And then this is, you know, how I was feeling.
Okay,
You
down.
know, when I was down.
like that.
Yeah, this is, yeah. And this has always been me when I was young. I was always in my head. Sometimes, like, you know, after doing my chores and my mom going to class, I felt empty. I felt like there's something for me to do and I can't wait for me to get opportunity. This is how I felt. And this is me saying thank you, Jesus, for the music.
Yes.
Because He changed my life.
Music, yeah.
You know, and this is Top Boy. And this is one of the bad tattoos I had. Okay. It's supposed to be peace and love.
And then what happened?
Yeah, it was not drawn properly.
So what, then they covered it?
No, it's just
just
it
kept
just
it?
doesn't, you know, appear
Okay,
proper.
okay, yeah.
You know, and this is Grind Don't Stop.
Grind, don't stop.
Yeah, this is Grind Don't Stop.
Maybe so.
This was in South Africa.
Okay.
You know, I got a couple.
Why is it important to grind and don't stop?
Because that's what changed my life. You know, my hard work opened a lot of doors. It's like even when I was tired and I had a call, like there's a feature I have called Good Day. It's on the DSPs, right? It's by Neil Molina, an artist from Barcelona. When the A&R called and said, and gave me the information, I just came downstairs into my studio. I had slept that morning. Like I went to bed at 6. He called me at 9:30. I finished the song at 1, submitted it. You know, so it's like I have this passion so much that if I love the song and, you know, we are all in tune, I'll do it in no time. And my whole life, I feel like I've had so much experiences that allows me to quickly get the lyrics. So that's my life. Grind Don't Stop, like, you know, that's my life. That's me and my brothers, that's the energy. You find us at dawn, I'm you know, sharing creative ideas behind this new tape I want to make. My brother is coming up with these ideas because he paints, you know, so we are constantly just making efforts to change our lives. And that's how we've gotten here. So that necessarily has to be there. Yeah.
More of the songs, Phony.
Phony, yeah, basically people being fake and I think it was also drawn from like people being in relationships and you meet this woman and you think this is the one. And then something happens and then it's like, for the weirdest reasons, this woman walked away. You didn't think that you guys will ever break up. Then you have the next one. And then the next one also does something. And then it's like, so it's like someone else comes into your life and like, let me tell you, listen, this person, I've been betrayed, I've been disappointed, and this is, so please, I'm not ready for any of that. If you know you are going to leave, just leave. If you know you're not going to stay, just, so that's the concept, you know, basically.
That's it. Ride Solo.
Ride Solo.
Is that the story of your life?
No, not the story of my life. It was me trying to like just dive into sample. It was just me trying to make music, and I co-produced it. You know, I began the song because I wanted to do samples. So I took Akon's Hala Hala. Akon and T-Pain had a song called Hala Hala, and then I started messing around with my in-house producer Woody, and that's how we made Rise Solo. So those words were like, you know, from just mere creativity, not inspired by my life. Yeah.
Maybe back to the school. After school, did you go back? After Bishop Herman?
I stayed a year.
Okay.
And I was just hustling. And I told my mom I wanted to go to school, uni after like the next year, because I wanted to use 1 year. It was something we used to hear, like, you know, I heard it on TV some time ago where some artist was like, oh, I stayed at home for a year to make music. If it doesn't work, then I'll go to school and all of that. So I also wanted to implement that one in my life. Yeah, it didn't really do anything though. It was just like hot sun, working in the sun and going to the studio and doing unnecessary stuff. But like, I got the chance to go to UPS.
Okay, UPSA.
And I studied marketing, you know, yeah.
Do you find yourself applying what you learned in school in your work?
So many times, yeah, so much. So I'm glad I did marketing, you know. I'm glad I did it. Even though I was not regular in class, the studio wasn't too far, so I'll be in the studio and then my friends would call me, Charlie, aye, the lecture they come. You know, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was, man.
Best time of being at UPSC, were you Camidoh? I mean, people knew, okay.
Yeah, I was Camidoh in UPS, and I was performing, but I was more of a rapper.
Okay.
I was rapping. Yeah, I was rapping a lot when I was in UPS. I think the singing popped up somewhere at level 300. Yeah.
What occasioned the transition from rapping to singing?
It would be the times where the people would come to the studio and do their songs, and then it's like I'll be humming, and then they'll be like, but you are a better singer, you know, lay that on my song. And that's when I discovered that, you know what, let me just do the singing.
Who are your favorite singers, home and abroad?
I was loving, I was a big fan of Kiddy.
Okay.
You know, I was a big fan of Kiddy at that time. And him, I think that time he came out with Me I No Get 30 Billion. Yeah, that song. And he changed his life. His life started changing. I was just watching and I was like, oh, this is amazing. You know, because Ade, my studio, they told me, oh, Kiddy was here one time. He did a cover over here. So it's like seeing his life and just believing that it was going to work out for me as well. So yeah, I think I was a big fan of him. And who else? I think there was a bunch of artists. I'm not too sure. Sarkodie, Stone Boy, like, you know, they were doing their thing. Burna Boy, Chocolate City, Nigeria had Nosa. He was a great singer. I loved him. Yeah, a couple.
What are some of your favorite performance cities?
It will be Sierra Leone.
Right here on the West Coast.
It will be Sierra Leone, man.
Freetown.
Yeah, Freetown. They had a festival. I've forgotten the name. I was booked to perform and we flew there, landed. Someone stole my speaker at the airport. Okay. I have so many like highlights over there. Someone stole my speaker at the airport. I didn't care. I was like, let's go. And we had to cross the sea to get to the city. It was scary because it was in the night. Really scary. At some point in the middle of the sea, we had to stop because there was so much plastics, and then it trapped the fan.
Wow, rubbish on the water.
Bro, we were all in the life jackets trying to form like hard guys because we are from Aflao. Myself, Hova, Ivan, we're all from Aflao, so we were all trying to buy. Everybody was calling their god, because the boat was doing this. You know when it gets to
choppy, very choppy.
It was doing this. It was like, God damn, like. It's never over for me.
No.
It's never over for me. So it's
you started chant or what?
So hey, everybody they pray, and I was just telling the guy, Charlie, Alpha, you know do harm. Let me help you. You know, so we were scared. I was really scared, man. So crossing over to that place, and the organizers were women, a lot of women. They were really nice and soft. They were really, really nice and soft with us. They took good care of us. And we had a good time. The pepper soup was good. The girls were beautiful. The show, it was... Every time I think about myself doing a live show, I think about Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone, eh?
Because it gave me a feel. I had never taken full control on a stage as that show. Do you know what I mean? I had never taken a full control on a stage as that show. That gave me the energy. I was like, you know what? Actually, I can do my own show. I now believe, like, it was a different feeling. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And I want to go back there.
Nice.
You know? Yeah.
Freetown.
Freetown. It was beautiful. There's this festival that they have in December. I mean, if I remember, like, I'll tell you. But like, yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, where have you heard your music and you were like really surprised? Oh wow, did they play my music for here?
I don't think there's ever been a highlight like that. I am aware of who I am. I am aware of the kind of voice I have. I'm aware of the kind of music I make and put out. So yeah, if I see it, maybe now I'm becoming more into like appreciating every single one. Even if a guy at GTV was playing, like a music video was being played, I would ask for the clip.
Yes.
Because I want to post it and say thank you, GTV. I want to like say thank you to everyone, like, you know, because I feel like everything counts, you know. And if I had the chance to go back and do it again, I don't think I would ever want to change anything.
Yeah, it's all part of the process.
Everything, yes,
Part of the
brought me
process.
here. Yeah.
Some of the interesting fan reactions you've had.
Fun reactions?
Yes, with the fans. Yeah, fans reacting to your music or see you in town and they do something
Trust
interesting.
me, I was in Accra at that time. It's one of the highlights. I'll say it. I was in Bishop Herman. It was an exchange program, so I was in Accra Academy for like a term.
Oh, they had a program like that?
Yeah, we had exchange programs. So I'm an alumni of Accra Academy as well.
Really?
Yeah.
So you spend a time in Accra Academy, and somebody also spends a term
in Bishop Herman.
How was that? How did that come about?
I don't know, but it was, I think, Major Kwashigan at that time.
Okay.
It was his time. They came up with that initiative, and I don't know the full details, but yes, his name was on my certificate.
Nice.
You know, so it was a launch we did, and it was fun. I had a good time, and at that time I was still rapping. So one time we went out to town and coming back, and then we met these girls from like another school. I've forgotten the name of the school. But like the girl liked me, so, you know, because I was rapping and I was, you know, and the girl liked me, and I was like, oh, I'm going to, she put her hand around me and she said, I'm going to say something in Ghana. If you can understand, you can have it. And she said, buy his song. And I didn't know what it meant. And I tried to understand and I didn't understand. And fast forward, when she left, I understood that she said, you can have me. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, God
what
damn.
a proposal.
That's crazy. You know, I've never had a thing like that. Before then, I've never, you know, so yeah, that was one of the highlights. I still talk about it. And wherever you are, you know yourself. Wherever you are, you know yourself. Another thing would be, you know, my birthday.
Which is which day?
Yeah, my birthday. Yeah, it would be my birthday, and I don't know which particular one, but like, yeah, it's like bare girls, like so many girls. It's mostly about the women, man. Like, it's mostly about the women. They have a special way of like loving me, and it's just amazing.
When's your birthday though?
It's on the 21st of January.
Okay.
You know, so it's just amazing, you know. Apart from that, every other thing, I think I've had many of those ones who like, yeah, not too special, unless maybe I'm not remembering because I'm on the spot.
Exactly.
But yeah.
If I should go through Camidoh's playlist right now, who are you listening to these days?
I'm listening to a lot of Rema. I'm listening to Burna Boy. I'm listening to Wiz. I'm listening to do you mind if I have my phone so I can actually show you?
No, I don't mind at all. They can bring you the phone.
Yeah.
Yes, bring the phone.
Can you throw my phone?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Check for me.
It's a lot of hip hop artists as well, because I actually started making a lot of hip hop.
Really?
Yeah. I started making a lot of hip hop because I can, and I haven't dived into that side of my life. So I felt like maybe it's time for me to dive into that more. Yeah. Playboy Carti, I'm listening to him a lot. Kanye West, I'm going back to the dark, you know, fantasy, you know, that album, Dark Twisted Fantasy. I'm listening to Young Tag again. There's this guy who I'm trying to find actually. What's his name? Don Toliver. I'm listening to Don Toliver more because I have these things, this style of like music. I have it, and especially what Playboy Carti does, I do it a lot.
What does he do?
You know, it's just this weird way of rapping and all this weird squinky sounds like.
Let me hear it. Let me hear what sounds like.
no. Ee. If you come into the studio and I'm doing backings, those will be the
Those are
sounds.
the things you'll be doing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's the kind of sounds I make. It's almost like diving into a whole new world of aliens. And
and you're shaking like that. And
That's
you they shake
that's
as you
me.
go.
Oh, yes. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's the kind of sounds I do for the backends.
Yeah.
And it's amazing when it comes out.
Yes.
It's really amazing when it
performance.
comes out. And, you know, I felt like, why did I leave this? Why didn't I like incorporate it? Why did I just go the whole popular way of doing music and like I need to dive into stuff like that? So I believe after this album that I'm gonna make this year, I mean that I've made already, that's gonna come out
Oh, you've recorded.
whenever.
You've recorded already.
Yes.
How many songs?
It's unlimited. And right now what I'm doing is having the experience that I have, I'm just sitting back and picking the records and dropping them. So I kind of like want to drop like about 6 singles and then see how it does and then conclude with the album, right?
Okay.
So that's going to be a bit of more Afro sounds. But after that, I want to make more of the hip hop,
Yes.
more of the trap, more of the, you know, those sounds I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Don Toliver sounds, Playboy Carti sounds, Filthy. That's the kind of sounds I want to get into, and I believe it's gonna be massive.
Yeah, we can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anytime, soon come.
I mean, depends on how things go. You know, the music business,
Yes.
the songs have to like, you know,
Yes.
do well,
Yes.
the numbers and all of that. But yeah, I mean, like, depending on how it does, I'll follow it up quickly.
Talking of business, are you a singer who understands business or a businessman who sings?
I'm a singer who understands business because I'm a singer before anything else, you know? I want to put the art forward before anything else. So I love to do the art first and then find a way to like, you know, market. So I'm constantly, after I record, that I'm supposed to just go and chill in town, have some good time with people. I'm still stuck in my room, like on my laptop, doing the whole like, marketing plan. I want to like be in control of the rollout, how it goes. I'm drawing, you know, the plans, the video, the songs I want to make videos for. Like I'm that type of person who would be very like hands-on with my managers discussing stuff like that.
Education is good. I mean, your degree is working.
Yeah. Degree where I don't even collect from my hand.
You never collect that?
I didn't go to take it, man.
So the certificate still there?
Yeah, but the people will go UPS, they know say I go UPS. So that's all that matters. Like I don't go take them. Even Bishop man, I didn't go for my certificate, you know? Like sometimes it's just grace running my life.
Yeah.
It's not really about like the rules and like, yeah.
But if they call you to come and speak at a graduation,
why not? Come on,
you
man.
will speak.
I'm really proud of, you know, UPS. Like it played an instrumental role in my life. So why not? I'll do that. Yeah.
Is it tough to be a musician in Ghana?
It's tough to be a musician in Ghana. Right there. It's very tough.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because everything mostly that you're gonna do, you're gonna make a loss. It's like going to do performances. In the early stages, I remember like we went to do a performance and I was being paid 700 cedis. Being Camidoh. You know, it was a concert that a foreign artist was actually performing on the same stage with us. And I performed and it's like I had to like receive 700 cedis. And even that, it did not come. Yeah, and I remember Hova had to like chase after like the thing and it's like, bro, it's just 700 cedis. Stop calling me like it's some money. I'm like, and Hova was pissed because it's like,
my work, man.
This is what the artist is gonna like, you know, do you know what it costs to even get him clothes and all of that? So it's crazy. You know, it's difficult being an artist in Ghana. It's difficult. It's difficult. It is difficult. It is difficult. There's no system that helps artists. Where's the funding? Where's the government fund that says, come for loan or do this and that? There is nothing that works when it comes to music. Even the radio stations play our music without paying us. We are not able to track our songs being played. We are not able to, there is nothing that works. So the system needs help. You know, the system really needs help. I'm proud that I've seen Sharaf Mahama, who is the president, who is the son of, you know, our president, our father. He is putting in work in boxing. You know, that's art. I love that about him. I follow him. I don't even think he knows. But the point I'm trying to make is that there has to be people who come and have the power and opportunity to be able to change the lives of the young ones. Like the recent bouts they had, I saw it and I was like, I'm really proud of him. You know, people would have those opportunities and do weird stuff. I think Kennedy Ejapor Ejapon's son, Honorable Kennedy Ejapon's son, I beg your pardon, is part of the organizers of Afrofuture, which is big. So it's like, we don't have many people sacrificing, and I know these people almost make a loss. We almost don't break even, How much are we shooting music videos for? Graph is here, we shoot music videos, we spend so much energy, so much money to get all of these things, and then sometimes you just watch it there, it's like nothing is happening, So it's difficult being an artist in Ghana. I'm really glad that you asked me this question. Yeah. It's very difficult, So when I see someone like Stonebwoy, because I'm close, I have his number, I will text him, Papa, it's not easy what you're doing. I'm really proud of you, and I pray that God strengthens you. If I had my ways, I would send that message to everybody. Sarkodie announcing the O2, doing the whole Apollo and announcing the O2. When you see people doing stuff, instead of you guys to sit down and over criticize and try to crush them, bro, I am in the space and I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy. Imagine receiving 5,000 Ghana cedis and that's what you have for 3 months to spend. How are you going to even shoot music videos? How are you even going to drop songs? Because the DJs need to be paid. Everybody needs to be paid. And then how are you going to have a show? You have family. Some of us have kids, So it's how are you going, especially the women? So why wouldn't they be pushed to the wall to probably have certain relationships just to fend for themselves? It's crazy. Nobody has the moral right to talk against creatives in this country. Nobody. No one. Nobody has the moral right to criticize them and push them to the wall and make them feel less of themselves because we are just trying. And what it does is it brings GDP, when we have records that go outside of the country, it brings income to the country. And I can tell you for a fact that the creatives have contributed half or more than half to draw the attention of diasporians back to the country, not the government. I know the government plays their role, but the creatives, come on. So it's difficult. Once again, I'm proud of Sharaf Mahama. I'm proud of Honorable Kennedy Japon's son, I forgot his name, but people who get the opportunity and open it up for other creatives, I'm proud of them, and I pray that you make your monies back. I pray that, someday Ghana gets to that point where I don't have to overwork myself because Sugarcane is already paying me millions. I don't have to overwork myself because my radio plays and everything is bringing back money. And I'm able to have a family and have a life off music, off the art that I make. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah. Digitally, are things looking good? I mean, because a lot of the music now is on all these platforms.
Yeah, things are looking good, but it's also ruining the whole creative genius. It's ruining it. It's now you and I can make a song that could be very iconic, but I choose to make the song with this person because he has the numbers, and I ditch you. Everyone is chasing numbers. Back in the day when I was growing up, what made me aspire to be a musician is because you can make a song that you want to make, and the label does the rest of the work, and it goes. Nowadays, everything has been
business.
Yeah, so it's we don't even focus on the creativity much anymore. We are more focused on who has the numbers, which platforms have the numbers, and I'll sit comfortably and speak with you because you have shown me a big brother type of love, giving me the platform constantly. I don't think you've ever rejected us asking to come on your show.
No.
And it's it feels good to build with people and give back, So I just think that things are looking beautiful digitally, but it's putting a lot of pressure. It's putting a lot of pressure on people, on creatives. Yeah.
AI. How is that impacting you?
I think it catalyzes our work. Before I would do my own backings and I would do about 6 backing vocals, and I'll sometimes invite singers to do the backing for me. But nowadays, I just have to sing the lead, give the prompt, and tell the computer to give me a kids choir in maybe like baritone, or maybe like, you know, and it will generate it for you.
It sounds good.
Yeah, and it sounds really great, you know. So, and I tell people, instead of like fighting it,
Work with it.
work with it. You know, there are songs we are jamming to now that were entirely sung by AI. We are loving it. But I tell people, who's gonna perform it? You know, so there's a role for performance. So just like polish yourself as a performer and work with the AI. It's like back in the day, we would do telephone calls, and we had all of these wires,
Yes.
you know, connecting cities to cities for us to be able to make telephone calls. But now it's like, and then fast forward, we had mobile, that you didn't have to see any wire connecting. We adjusted, you know. So that's how we have to adjust ourselves to work with the AI, because for me, I think it's gonna get even worse than this.
More advanced.
It's gonna get worse than this. So the earlier we advanced ourselves to be able to work with it, the better for our industry and our sanity. Yeah.
So AI, it can only get more advanced.
It's only gonna get better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you remember when you first started using AI in your work?
Was when I was talking to Neptunes over the phone, and I had made a song, because my studio is just here, and I had made a song, and he says, we need some backings, but you know what, send me the acapella, I know what to do. And then he sent it back to me, and the backing was massive. It was a whole choir. I'm like, what? So I asked for the software, I paid, I registered, and then I started like, you know, because I did another song that I needed kids choir, I used it.
That's it.
You know, I used it. So I don't think it's bad.
Investing into your craft. You talked earlier on about giving back, and I'd like to talk about your foundation.
Yes, Save the Kids.
Yes, Save the Kids with Camidoh.
I was only able to do it once, you know, but I'm glad it's there. I think that so many things happened. I got really distracted, and yeah, I haven't been able to do that again, but it's something I would do, or I still have the dream of, like, you know, exploring again. I want to be able to just do a concert. Basically, the idea is to do a concert, and whatever I make from it, I take back to the hospitals and just free children and mothers. It's like some mothers deliver and they can't come home because they have bills to settle. So they are stuck there, and you know, if you can't settle the bill, if you know that your subsequent conditions of living there is going to be tough.
Yes.
You know, people have to come and be giving you stuff and all of that. Now, I want to be able to take them home and probably get them some provisions to be able to, like, because you have a child, bring the child back home to the family, you know. So that's what I want to do. And I believe I've not had any divergent idea about that. Like, I want to be able to pursue that. That's the game, is to invest in mothers and kids who need help.
That's it.
Yeah.
More power to you, man.
Thank you.
A couple of quick questions for you
do it.
before we wrap it up. So, so you have global appeal, but is it hard to also remain authentic on the local level?
It's not hard. It's not hard. Like I said, the pressure to, you know, replicate Sugarcane was before, but now it's like, I just have to be an artist. I just have to be an artist. So I don't go into the studio worrying myself of what I'm hearing or whatever it is. I just do it. And like I said, I give the best to every song. The one that will fly will fly.
That's it.
You know, I just want to give the best to every song. Yeah.
We'll be hearing more stuff from Camidoh in ever.
Yes. It pains me that, you know, a lot of the times it's chi that dominates, you know, whatever. Like, I wish to speak more airway on my interviews, in my music and all of that. So business-wise, I only try to, like, not do too much of the airway. I just blend it in there, just so it can, you know, appeal to everyone. Yeah. Because the airway aspect of Sugarcane was really, like, appealing.
It got people excited.
Yeah, a lot of people loved it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They come and ask you, what were you saying? What were you saying?
What language is that? I'm like, it's Ghanaian.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, oh, chui. No, it's airway. You know, so
that's it.
Yeah.
What's your creative process like?
Put on a headset and go.
That's it.
Just put on a headset and go. Right now, that's how I make music. Just put on a headset. So it's like everything that's in me is just gonna be better. I don't do too much. I'll leave the editing and the extra chopping here and there to, like, after, you know. But however I'm feeling, I come downstairs and pour it there. Sometimes I'm not able to sleep because I suffer from insomnia, and I just come down to the studio and say whatever I want to say.
Yeah, it's good to work from home.
I always love to have a studio because that's how I made For My Lover. If I didn't have a studio that nice, I don't think I would have made For My Lover. So it's very imperative that everywhere I go to, and when I build my dream house, it's definitely gonna have a basement studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you feel inspired and you just descend.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, I want to have a ultra modern studio in my house, basement, really big, and, you know, like what I see in LA when I go to LA.
Yes, yes. What does Afrobeats mean to you?
Afrobeat is just like, it feels like the umbrella name that we have to carry to basically take Africa to the world, you know, so it's like we're all just uniting under that umbrella to take our sounds, our individual, unique African sounds to the rest of the world. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what I believe it is.
Yeah. Is it losing its Ghanaian identity?
It's not. It's because there's not enough Ghanaians doing it. That's the only reason why it will be losing the Ghanaian identity. But it doesn't mean that our music is not traveling. The only point is that I believe if a lot of Ghanaians were going international, then obviously, you know, Ghana will be heard more. You know, Chi, Ewe, whatever it is, Ghana will be heard more, and then the Ghanaian identity will be seen internationally. You know what I mean? So I'm very particular about supporting one another to be able to take it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that people love you, or is the idea of you?
I think people love me. The idea of me chucks them, you know, because the idea of me entails who I really am, sometimes the way that I speak, the way that I carry myself, because I can be hot and cold. So the idea of me, having an idea of me kind of like maybe a turn off or a turn on for people. But like me, when like me and my craft, my art, people love it. Yeah, they love it, you know, and I agree to that because I don't want you to have an issue with the art. You can have an issue with the way that I speak or maybe drive or whatever it is like that I do, my lifestyle, but not the art. Yeah, freedom of the art.
That's it. You like driving?
I love to drive a lot, man. I love to drive a lot. It's a chill spot for me. It's a safe spot for me. I love to drive and listen to music, loud music.
Have you ever been involved in an accident?
So many times. Yeah, I've been involved so many times. I think one time I was traveling to do a show, and yeah, on the way to the airport.
Yeah?
Yeah, on the way to the airport, someone had crossed me and banged into them. Another time I was going to a wedding. I've had a couple accidents, but God has been good, and I came out with no scratches, and I'm thankful.
We thank God.
Yeah, thankful.
We thank God. Is there a truth that you have not put into any of your songs? It's like something that, you know what, it's too personal. I'm going to put this in my music.
Yeah, it's there. But I wouldn't say it here either. Yeah, because if I'm not saying it in a song, then I don't think I'm ready to say it. But eventually I'll say it. I'll try so that it would be on your platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
What will Camidoh mean in 10 years?
Camidoh would be Michael Jackson Pro Max. Except that I don't know how to dance, and I don't know if I will ever get to a space in my life where I would want to learn how to dance. But I just know that I have enough creative genius in me to be able to like evoke that spirit of Michael Jackson, where people would be really amazed all over the world to hear me sing.
What did the world lose when he died, Michael Jackson?
The world lost a unique, authentic genius. You know, he was really unique. His genius was unique. You know, his voice, his lifestyle, and yeah, I think that the world lost a very unique, authentic genius. If there's ever a phrase correct as that, yes, I think that's what the world
But
lost.
you know, if you want to dance, you can learn, or you can just take lessons.
Yeah, I'm too like quaky. My body's too hard.
You think so?
And I'm in my head and I feel like, man, I'm already like 32. It's not something I can do right now. But I think I can if I put my mind to it. So maybe I would be inspired enough to like allow myself to be taught how to dance. But I think there's so much more to the art than just dancing.
Yeah.
So I just want to be able to like, you know, awaken all of these things that are in me. Maybe because many a times we don't allow ourselves to fully function.
Exactly.
Because we've not seen it being done.
That's it.
You know, so it feels like you are really odd, so people don't do it. Like, for example, me not rapping. Why are you not rapping? This is what even you started with.
Yeah, you used to rap.
I used to be a great rapper. So why are you not rapping in your songs? Why are you not doing all of these sounds? Why are you not like letting your full genius capacity, like, you know, be seen? You know, yeah.
Who's the smartest person you know?
Me.
Straight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm the smartest person I know, and that really can be very dangerous because I'm always in my head, being smart and being like, not really being smart to be like dangerous, but like being smart to be of advantage to my life and my career. Do you know what I mean? I think that I'm the smartest person I know, man. Yeah.
What should people understand about you that they currently don't? Or what do you wish people would understand more about you?
That people have to be themselves. I think that people have to make peace with the fact that people have to be themselves. You know, I always say that a typical example is Shatawale. I think if he wasn't himself, he wouldn't be this big. You know, being himself really helps him to be himself, like to be big.
Yeah.
And Sarkodie, the same way. Stone, like all of the OGs we have right now, they are that by being themselves. So when I don't want to speak to people, I understand that I don't want to speak to people. When I don't want to go here, I understand that I don't want to go here. That way, our true selves is fully like, you know, operational. And then we become the spirits that we are meant to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I want to be here. I want the slides turned off, and that allows me to be myself entirely. And then whatever spirit can be evoked from that will be evoked. You know. So yeah.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned in music?
Patience. Biggest lesson is patience, and also grab the bull by the horn. If you're gonna do it, do it.
That's it.
If it's not yet your time, take it easy on yourself. Biggest lesson, you know, because it's like someone said, it's in the era that you are hot, you have to do it all. Make all the money, because there's going to come a time where you are going to take the back seat.
That's it.
And you may never have the front seat ever again. You know, so always make sure you grab everything you can grab, as much as you can grab, you know, and be kind. So patience, grabbing the bull by the horn, be kind, be generous.
Be generous, be kind.
You can't receive if you close your feast.
Yeah.
If if you feast up your whatever, you know, so patience. Patience is it's a great virtue. I never was patient.
Okay.
You know, I'm never really a patient person. I want what I want now. I'm learning to be patient in everything.
Is it a struggle?
It is a struggle, because a part of me just wants to get it. And a part of me just feels like, wait, you know, there's gonna be a perfect moment for you to get it.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
What's your message to anybody who's watching this interview right now? Your camera's there.
I love you guys so much. I don't think I ever wake up not thinking about making music for the world. You know, so all I ask is that you guys accept me for who I am, and love God, and be patient, be loving, be kind, and listen to my music in your purest state. You would understand the essence of my voice. You would understand the essence of my voice. Yes, listen to my music in your purest state. Don't be in a haste to like decode my songs. Listen to my music in your purest state. You would understand the essence of my voice. Yeah.
You sound like a philosopher, man. You're a favorite philosopher?
Nah,
or a thinker?
man. Nah, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. I may have probably just on the spot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And finally,
I love Kanye West.
You like Kanye?
I love Kanye West for being himself. Yeah.
Just be yourself. Who would you recommend that I interview next?
Who I would recommend?
Yeah.
I have a boy. We have a boy on our label called PB.
BB. Mm-hmm.
PB is
PB.
PB.
Okay.
He is great. I see it in him. He's really great. He's a great singer, you know. But I think that I want him. We want him to do more before he sits down with you. So I don't know. Have you? I know I have someone I want you to. I think I would like you to sit down with Rema.
Okay.
From Nigeria. I'd like you to sit down with Rema and also say Patoranking.
Yes.
He's a really great guy. Like Patoranking is a great guy. Like he's really done so much outside of music, and you know he's still he's a great guy. I think you should sit down with Patoranking.
Patoranking.
He doubles as a Ghanaian, you know, he's always here.
Yes.
He's supported so many Ghanaians in music. I think you should sit down with Patoranking, and I would love to set it up.
I would love you to set it up.
I'd love to set it up. Yeah, I'd love to set it up. I think you should sit down with Patoranking.
Yes.
He's really been, he's been more of a Ghanaian stakeholder. He's supported us a lot in this industry. So I want you to sit down with Patoranking.
Akbar Dongo.
Akbar.
Thank you very much.
I've
enjoyed
so much,
this, man.
For taking the time to come to my home.
Yes.
Now let's get to the food. We made some food.
Ibizo.
One of my managers' wife is a great, she makes great food.
Great food?
Pelmont.
It sounds good.
You're gonna love it.
It sounds good.
Let's dine together.
It sounds good. That's our conversation here with my man here, Camidoh. Let's meet in the comments. And if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe so that and hit the bell notification so content gets to you when it gets to you. My name is Kafui Dey. God bless.
Yeah.
Boomba. Where did Boomba come from?
Oh yeah, Boomba is just
I
don't know how I found
ask.
Boomba, but it's just like that's the energy. It's like let's go. That's the energy. Boomba. It just say that. You know how soldiers are going to war, they chant good. That's it. It's like Boomba just allows me to just shake off every fear and go for it.
And Mama says it too.
My mama says it too. My mom is always heavy on Boomba, man.